is Rumesh, and I'm about to give you a brief overview of what you understand by strategic vision. It's actually a process, a process of getting from where you are to where you want to be. Now, when you visualize, you're actually first thinking about where you want to be in the business, and to do that, you have to analyze where you are. Now, once you are able to analyze and visualize, you then figure out how to get there. It's as simple as that. So the process of getting there, we can call operationalize. So there are three stages. First, visualize where you want to go. 2, analyze where you are. And 3, operationalize how you want to get there. So as you can see here, these are the 3 important stages that are involved in strategic vision. Now, when we talk of strategic visioning, we also must be clear why we do that. We do it because, obviously, to continue the business. We do it because we want to establish standards of excellence. And we do it because we want to encourage people to be committed to realizing the vision. So the commitment aspect is very critical. Now, if you look at it in the context of an image, a diagram, let me share with you the whole concept of a strategic vision in a simple diagram as shown here. Now, this is where you are. You want to go and enjoy some fruits across the river in a tree. But that tree is separated from you by a river. There is this gap. The vision is what allows you to move from here to there by way of a bridge. Think of that as some sort of a guiding philosophy that links you to where you want to go. So the bridge actually has to have a very strong foundation. That foundation is the belief that you must have. So to visualize, you need to have a clear image of where you want to go, and you must have a belief about what is right and what is wrong. Of course, there must be something that drives you, that makes you want to cross the bridge, and that is called the purpose. So in any vision statement, 3 things must be very clear. First, what do you want to achieve? Must be clear, vivid. That means you must have a clear image. But that's not good enough. You still need a guiding philosophy telling you what do you believe in most and what is the purpose you're trying to achieve. Now, what's important really is the purpose that drives you must be similar to what drives the rest of the people so that they will all cross the bridge. That's why having a purpose that is meaningful and sharing that purpose with everyone is a very important requirement for strategic vision. Now, as far as strategic visioning is concerned, there are 4 key questions we ask ourselves. Number 1, are that related to relevance? Is the vision relevant to the environment in future? Second question, acceptance. Will the people who are involved accept this? 3, sustenance. Can we sustain the efforts towards achieving the vision, or is it something that will stop midway through? Finally, adherence. Are people going to adhere to the strategies that we have formulated to achieve the vision? Now, to answer this question, relevance, acceptance, sustenance, adherence, in a positive sense, we have to be clear that certain things are in place. What are they? Number 1, the components of the strategic vision exist. As I mentioned earlier, there must be a clear image, there must be a core belief and some sort of a purpose. 2, the people must be committed to the strategic vision. The commitment must be there. And for people to be committed is different from that just being compliant. Because being compliant means they know what it is, they're clear and it's something that's important to them, but somehow they just comply, they're not committed. And for commitment to take place, you need to have leadership, top management, who have the 4 critical criteria. The first is the leadership itself must be very competent. They must be able to do what needs to be done. They must be credible, very sincere. They must have the courage to make the vision true. And they must have a real deep sense of concern for the people. That is what makes people committed. Commitment is something that fires people up to want to realize the vision. But to sustain that, you need a culture of high performance. Because high performance culture is what influences the mindset of the people to want to continue to improve. Of course, apart from the culture issue, we look at the organization climate, we're looking at the structure, the systems, the communication, the leadership style, all that which encompasses the organization climate. That has to be appropriate to the vision that has been set up. It is also important for the vision to be shared, that it encompasses issues that relate to output, culture, image, and of course systems. That's because people do not subscribe to a vision just because the boss said it. People subscribe to a vision because they believe in it. And for them to believe in it, what they think is important must be in place. Now, focusing on sharing the vision is probably the most important single requirement. Because once it is shared, then people are headed in the right direction. So, for us to actually operationalize all this, what we have to do is, we need to ensure that a few steps are taken. The first step is, we need to understand the organization, what products they serve, who is the market, what are the deliverables, who are the stakeholders, and from what we understand, see whether what exists is in line with the vision set up. We also do a vision audit. Is there a vision? Is it clear? Do people agree to it? Is the systems in place suitable? Are we really headed in the right direction? Or are we just in neither here nor there? So it's very important that an audit be carried out. Now, from the audit, if it's established that we are going nowhere near the vision, then you may want to reformulate the vision, or better still, try to think about what can be done to tweak the vision around. Tweaking it needs information. Now, what information do you need? Number one, you have to be clear about things that relate to the deliverable, infrastructure, market being served, workforce, technology involved, industry, and the critical success factors at present. And then you have to think about the same things you need in the future. So you get a sense of difference, the gap between where we are and we want to be with respect to all these elements. Now this gives you a good idea about the gap that exists and what you need to close the gap. The process of coming up with a vision really is a process of thinking about how I can come up and meet all these requirements in a form of a statement that I can communicate to everyone else. If I can do that, I got a vision statement that is not only good, but also one that is communicable to everyone else, hopefully empowering them to meet what is required. And that is a very brief overview of strategic vision. Thank you so much.